Good morning. I'm here with my baby. I'm here with my sweet baby Angel. Hello. He says hello. He just got finished eating a big old duck foot. He was eating his duck foot. Say hello, Giles. Say hi, I'm Giles. Are you Giles? See, I'm Giles Walker. My name's Giles. Yes, it is. Giley Wiley Walker. I love you. We just went to my favorite donut place. I was wrong the other day too because I told you guys it was called Donut Friend. No, that's a different donut shop, I guess. It's in LA. So my bad. Look at baby boy. He's just so. You're getting so big. He's like a toddler. You're like the size of a 5-year-old child, love. What am I gonna do when you're making me so big already? Huh? Look at you. I love you. My treasure. Look at you, my treasure. You didn't even finish your breakfast. I had to give him a duck foot because he smelled my donut. My baby smelled my donut and he said, Mama. He said, Mama, do I get some of that donut? No, you don't, love. You don't get any donut, okay? I'm sorry. You got a sensitive tummy. I'll just love on you, though. I don't mind loving you. We're gonna go for a walkie here in a moment. Oh, he's loving these pets. He's a distracting boy. He distracts me with his adorableness. Yeah. Don't you want to eat the rest of your breakfast? He's got a whole little bowl of carrots and everything. Love. What's he's wanting my blueberry fritter. Oh, that's what I was gonna say though. So Friendly Donut is the place that I went, and it's like, I don't know, I guess 20 minutes outside of Anaheim. Jiley, you big ham. He's just loving me petting him. Wish there was like a better angle I could get. Let's see. I'm trying not to spill my coffee because I'm kind of parked on an angle and I spilled some of it on my pants earlier. I was like, dang it. We spilled stuff everywhere. Okay, this is a better angle. You guys can kind of see my big adorable. Where are you going, adorable? He's actually tired too. Are you sleepy? It's still early. It's like 8. But I wanted to wake up early and get donut. I've never had a blueberry fritter. And this place, I like their donuts. Like, I like their box. The secret to my diet. And I got myself another fritter too, an apple. That's my favorite. So, I don't think they're watching, so I'll tell you guys. I went so I could get my aunt and uncle some donuts because it's their anniversary. So, I'm surprising them with some donuts. I hope they like it. They're very sweet. They always tell me that I can come by anytime and like shower at their place if I need, and you know, it's so sweet, honestly. It makes me emotional, kind of. And it's sad because I tend to avoid people, you know, just because of like my past and stuff. So, but that's not their fault. So I have to be better about, you know, like accepting love. I think that's a hard thing when, you know, you do come from a past of like how I did, Jehovah's Witness. It just tends to make you like, you know, when you're shunned and everything, it tends to make you just think that people automatically don't want you, which is such a satanic thing, you know. And I realized even I was praying earlier, and because my uncle told me yesterday, he's like, I don't want you to think that we don't want you around, you know. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, and I told him I appreciate that a lot, because I tend to just think that people don't want me around. And, you know, I tend to think that, like, which is, again, a satanic lie, right? But I tend to think it's better if I'm just away, you know, because me being around is an inconvenience to people. I don't think about the fact that maybe people like me and want my presence around. Like, that's hard for me to comprehend, to be honest with you. It is really hard for me to, like, shift that and be like, you know, like, my aunt and uncle are like, we want to see you. Like, you know, and that they worry about me too, you know. That's very sweet. Like, it was making me emotional thinking about it this morning, because I need that so much. I think that's a really big gift, just having family. And I think I've told you guys, like, my uncle didn't know about we didn't know we were related at all, because he was adopted. He was put up for adoption when he was a baby, so he never even knew my dad or anything. And we found out through a DNA. Well, he hired a private eye and stuff, I guess, too. But, like, family's so important to my aunt and uncle. And, you know, it's just not that way in my family. You know, my family, it's almost like we have this legacy of, like, a cheapened view of... I never took that on, though. I really didn't. I never took that on, because my family was, like, in the chaotic environment that we grew up in. Family was, like, the only thing that was a constant, you know? Even though it was chaos in itself also. Like, my family environment was also very chaotic and stressful for me, but it was still, like, a normal, safe, like, consistent, reliable environment, you know, whereas everything else was not that way. So it's like the presence of your family, you know, I don't know, like, I figured that was just, like, that's a normal instinct that people have, but it's not. And actually, I think that's a generational curse type thing, to be honest with you, because even look at my, you know, my dad's dad, who, you know, like I said, gave his brother up for adoption and all this stuff, because he had him with a different woman. And he actually gave up my other aunt for adoption too. So my dad, we never knew about her till later either, because he went and had relations with all these other ladies making babies, and then made the women give them up for adoption, you know. Oh no, my aunt wasn't given up for adoption, that's right. He tried to make her the mom. Well, anyways, I don't want to air all my family stuff. I'm just saying, though, like, that's what happened. But, you know, I'm as terrible as that is, I was thinking about it. I'm like, I'm grateful, though, that my grandfather was a man whore. Because, like, I wouldn't have my aunt and uncle, you know. I wouldn't have even my dad. Like, I mean, well, he was married to my grandma when he had my dad. But you know what I'm saying, like... Anyways, all that to say, like, it's just funny how Satan tries to make us not love on people. You know, and for me, that looks like when people try to love on me, like, it kind of makes me feel suspicious. And, like, why are you being nice to me? You know? And my gut instinct is to run away from that, you know? A little bit, I guess, like, so that's something that I need to work on, I guess, you know, and, like, be part of a family, you know, because he was also like, you know, we worry about you, like, I don't know where you are, really, like, would you mind telling us, like, and I just forget about that stuff, like, you know, it's touching, honestly, like, that. It's like, wow, okay. So, anyways, that's kind of where my mind space was this morning, of, like, and it makes me mad at the devil too, because, like, wouldn't the devil try to do that? Like, make me, and make all of us, like, afraid to accept love from people and feel like we're unwelcome everywhere we go. Like, the devil really tries to do that. He really does, because I think he also can tell, you know, when someone's gonna be a lover. You know, like for me, like I really genuinely do unconditionally love people. Like even the people that I've had to sever ties with and stuff, like it makes me mad sometimes because I still deeply feel love for those people. You know, I don't wish like harm on people. And once I love someone, like, you know, I'm always gonna care about you. Like, it takes a lot for me to, like, you know, even with my ex-husband, like, I care about him still. It's a different, you know, I mean, he had to do a lot before I was like, that love is not even there, you know. I would say he's like the only person I just don't, I wouldn't say I don't have any love for him. It's just I don't love him in that way. And like I fell out of love, you know, because of actions, you know. But I have like care there, right? Like I still care about him in terms that I don't want anything bad to happen. Like I pray for him to be okay and stuff, while also being extremely grateful that I'm far away from him. But you know, I think like the devil, he does that, right? He tries to get us to group everyone into one like category of being untrustworthy and bad. And it's really hard because, especially like, you know, if you've been watching what happened to me the other day, like a messed up experience, and I just didn't want to be around people at all after that happened. And I'm still like reeling from that a little bit, where I'm getting myself back accustomed to like talking with people. And thank God, like I prayed about it too, and the Lord keeps sending like bit by bit people who were nice, you know, and I'll have like a nice conversation with them, and I'm like, oh, that was lovely, you know. And then I feel more encouraged because I was like, oh, it's like, okay, like not everyone's like a total creeper, you know. Anyways, I'm rambling, but these are just things I'm thinking about this morning. And so yeah, I don't know what time it is, but I wanted to pop on real quick. I guess Giler's taking a nap. I'm surprised. Me napping. Did you sleep good last night, Bob, or no? What do you guys think, though? Do you have a similar experience? Like, it's interesting too if you look into like attachment styles too, because, you know, the way that you basically have to survive and get love growing up is like so connected to your attachment style. I don't really know what mine is. I think I have more than one attachment style, to be honest with you, but that whole like thing is kind of interesting. Like if you do look into those, because it impacts how you interact with other people, you know. But yeah, I love people. I just don't want to be around them all the time, you know. I really have a hard time being like, so it's good though, because like, you know, we can use something like the internet. I can hang out with people on here. I don't even have to do anything. It's a pretty cute donut too. I don't know if you can tell, there's like some, kind of looks nasty in this angle, but I don't know why it looks so wet. Oh, and there's a dog hair on here. I've probably eaten so much dog hair since I've gotten Jiley. He is so precious. My baby. I love him. I'm not even able to finish this donut. It's humongous. They do guava fritter there too, which I was gonna grab, but they didn't have it today. They did blueberry instead. So, I'm trying to think what up. There was another thing I was thinking about that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, I did want to say too, though, I don't think I told you guys the other day. I saw this Jehovah's Witness cart, so I set, it was like, there was a fountain I was going to play at. I already had my guitar and stuff. I was on my way to play there. But I went, and there's a Jehovah's cart right here. And this is not a good example, but the fountain's like right here. And so I set up over here on the other side. So like they're over here. Here's the fountain. I'm over here. Because I was like, should I set up? But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set up. And I was like, I prayed about it. And I was like, I rebuke these Jehovah's Witnesses in the name of Jesus. And I command them to go. And I just played all praise and worship. I did How Great Thou Art. I did, what's that one song? Graves to Gardens. Oh, and I was singing my heart out. And you know what's crazy? Like, it was so cool because as I was singing, the streets right here, and this lady, she looked like a soccer mom. She had her, like, you know, when the windows painted with stuff from the game, and she had her kids in the back of the seat. They rolled all their windows down. They were at the stoplight. And she took out her camera and started filming me. And I was just singing, and like, her kids were watching. It was really cool. And the Jehovah's Witnesses totally went away. Literally, like, I don't know how many songs. I only sang like 4 songs, so I wasn't there that long. And when I got up, they were gone. And I was like, praise the Lord. Like, now why would you leave? I mean, really, like, what, wouldn't that strengthen your case if you were out there really preaching the Lord? I don't know. It's weird. Like, that's weird to me. But yeah, they skedaddle-roonied out of there, bro, and, I kind of thought it was hilarious. I was like, okay, like, you can't hang? You can't hang while someone's praising the Lord, dude? Like, I think I did, Just a Closer Walk with Thee, which is one I really love, and I always do that one. I did a different one too, but I don't remember which one. Maybe Jesus Loves Me, which is my own original. But yeah, it was awesome. And, you know, Jiley was a good boy, as always. Pretty soon here, I'm gonna start, like, contacting cafes and stuff. Oh yeah, and so yesterday, I was gonna vlog this too, but I had already, I don't want to get it out because I kind of put it away already. But if you look at this, see this, like, professional looking portfolio thing? What could that be, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. I went to Michael and I grabbed a, it's a photo album that's just top loading full page, which is exactly what I wanted. And so I took all of my originals that I had jotted down, you know, I jot down the lyrics and the music, and I put the pages in there, so now I could redo it. I'm gonna go through as I, like, one song at a time. I just put all of my originals for each song in their own thing, and then I'll make a clean, you know, and then that'll be cool because I'll keep my originals behind, you know, for a memento, because it's cool. I have all my originals that I've been writing, and I have like a loose papers, a bunch of loose papers from Tokyo and from before that are in like a Hello Kitty folder, which I moved to my new portfolio. And then I have this, like, Kuropi, like, little book that I found in Thailand, and I've been using that for all of my songwriting, and all of my covers and everything for lyrics, and, you know, I have the chords written down and all that stuff. So now I've transferred everything to the new je ne sais quoi. No, the new portfolio, and it's gonna be so cool because what I'm gonna have is like a sheet with all of the songs that I can do, and I'm gonna split it by, I haven't done it yet because I have to chunk it. If I do everything at once, it's too overwhelming for me because it's kind of a big project, you know, or bigger. You know, it's not like a 20-minute thing. It's gonna take me a little while to do this, like several days probably, to where it looks nice. But yeah, I'm gonna get like probably like a laminated card that has like all of the songs that I know, and then people can come and pick which one they want, you know. I met a guy in Tokyo who played the ukulele, and we played together a couple times, and he did that, and it was really effective because people can come up and actually interact with you, and they can choose a song, and then I think if they choose a song, they're more likely to maybe like put a couple bucks in my tip jar or something. And plus, like, I've had the issue of, you know, when I'm playing, sometimes it's windy, and since I just have a little crappy, like, diary book, the pages, I have to, like, try to weight the pages down. This one, it's nice and big and heavy. Like, it was $44. I got a coupon, though, so, it was, like, 30 something. I think it was $31, actually, which is so funny. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a lot better than what I've been doing. You know, the little book is cute, like, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look professional. Hey! Oh, what's going on, Jessica? Oh, she has, okay, vet gave her a couple of shots. She has allergies. Okay. Well, that's good, because that's not anything super serious. I was thinking about you guys last night and praying for Mona. I'm glad that she's okay. I was just talking about, I don't know when you came in, but I was talking about this new portfolio thing. I'll grab it because I didn't want to get it out because I kind of nestled it. But since you're here, I'll show you. Oh my God, it's heavy too. It's like nice and big and professional, dude. So I got this, and then I have all of my, I have my originals. Oops. There's a lot. It's like half full. So, I know it's actually not quite half full. There's a lot of room in here. I have lots of room left, I think. Well, and anyways, now that I know about a photo album, doesn't it look nice? Like, that's kind of nice. I know. I was like, okay. And you know, I was going to get one that was like brown, but I was like, I think I should get one that looks sleek. And like, so now while I'm performing, because this is kind of heavy, it's a nice one. Now while I'm performing, when I open the page, dude, the wind's not going to blow that. Look at that. It's not going to blow it anywhere. I'm so excited. Yeah, isn't that cool? I liked it. I was like, thank you, Lord. Because I was praying about it, and I was like, can I get one of these? Because I've been wanting one, and, you know, I just can't do that when I'm traveling. Like, when I was backpacking, there was no way that I could, I'm eating this blueberry fritter, by the way. I don't know how long you've been here, Jess, but I went to get donuts, vegan donuts, because I'm in the area. It's not Donut Friend either. That's an LA company. This one's Friendly Donuts. Look at their box. The secret to my diet. Isn't that cute? Oh, you just tuned in. I figured, yeah. Cool. I'm glad you caught the stream, because I saw someone pop in, like, in the beginning, but I was like, I don't think that's Jessica, because she would have said hi. They didn't say anything, and they were watching for a little bit, so I was like, oh, that's probably not her. I don't think YouTube recommends my live, you know, to anyone, because, and I didn't make a fancy title or anything, because I figured, like, I'll change the title when I'm done. That's cool though. I hope those shots work for Mona, yeah. And Giley's tummy's doing better too. He's napping right now. He was wanting my donut, so I gave him a duck foot. And then he just laid in my arms for a little bit, and then he fell asleep. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love The Chosen. Oh my God, girl. I need to rewatch that show. That show, it makes me so emotional. Like, in the best way ever. I'm gonna rewatch that. Yeah, Giley's tummy. He had, like, all solid poops yesterday. Well, I think for the past 3 days. Yeah, at least 3 days. Yesterday, I was like, every single time he poops, it's funny. I'm like, let it be a solid in Jesus' mighty name. Because, dude, he was pooping like a pool. Like, not to get gross, but I was like, dude, what did you eat? Because he would, for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days there, he would do like one normal one, and then it would be like a mess, you know? And I'm like, okay, I don't know what you ate. But anyways, the joys of having a dog, you know? But yeah, his stomach's doing way better now. And, it's just, you know, we're trying to get, well, I have to fill my water tank. I might do that today. Well, I have to go to the AAA too, because I guess they denied my insurance. They insured me for like a month and like sent me my card and everything. And then, yeah, I think they, season 6 is coming out like at the end of this year or something, isn't it? Or August or so. Gosh, I can't believe, you know, when I think about it, this year is actually like almost over. You know what I'm saying? Like, summer's gonna be over like soon, pretty much. Like, dude, we're already like halfway. Yeah, I want to say, or maybe it was October or something. I finished watching it, I don't know, it was like December maybe or something. I watched the season 5. But I want to rewatch all of it because then I'll be ready to watch season 6 again. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Like, well, and it's just the older you get too, I feel like time always speeds up as well. But yeah, like, there's definitely something because, and you're right, like, it does say, it says in the Bible even, did you know, like, I mean, it ties in, but random, like, side note, like, they changed the Gregorian calendar so much, because we also used to have 13 months in the year, and the other month was based off of the constellation. There's like, I think it's called Ophiuchus or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but there's a whole other month that they just decapitated. You know? And like, doesn't it say in the Bible that they would change the times? You know? It says that they would change the times. Yeah, and that happened a long time ago. I mean, hundreds of years, whenever, I don't know, whenever the Gregorian calendar was created, but that's not even a real, look into it. It's kind of crazy. Maybe I should like, I don't know all the information. I should like do a video about it maybe, but it's interesting. I was talking to this one guy in the store the other day and we were talking about that for some reason. And I was like, yeah, they have totally changed, like, that is not even, there's not even 12 months, there's supposed to be 13. Little things like that, you know? And, like, I mean, who even decides these things? Like, it's just weird, like, it's very weird. But, you know, they can't really, like, they can do that, but they can't really do it, right? Because it's still the way that it is, like, in the constellations and everything, you know what I'm saying? Because the constellations are a map that God has given us, and they're also like for navigation, which it also says in the Bible that the stars are for time. It's for telling time. It's a clock. If you look at it, it's a clock face, because the constellations don't ever change, which is why, one of the reasons why I believe the earth is flat. Because if we're flying through you know, outer space, if we're flying through outer space, spinning all around, why do the constellations literally never change? All they do is rotate. That's all they do. All they do is rotate. That screams of a flat earth plane. Like, think about it. If we were flying through the galaxies, we'd be seeing differences and variations in those constellations all the time, wouldn't we? We wouldn't be just constantly seeing the same. It's such bullcrap, dude. I don't know. I used to be a huge space nerd too, and now I don't even believe outer space is real. Like, I think what's up there is a dome. You know, I think it's the firmament. Those stars are in the firmament, and like, yeah. Well, that's not evil though, because the constellations are for the times. It says that in the Bible. It's for time telling and navigation. God gave us a clock and a map that's up there. It's a clock and a map. That's all it is. But the satanic people took it and twisted it. And they say, oh, because this stuff tells us these things, it's magic. And it's making it happen. It's not making that stuff happen. It's just telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's telling you information, but it's not causing that information. So people are attributing, like, powers to stars and constellations that are just not there, you know? Like, to say it simply, I guess. What'd you say? I missed what you said. Also, thank you for the like, Jessica. I assume that was you. Oh, your friend Mike says that too. That's cool, dude. He should, I want to check out, does he have a YouTube channel too? I think you've sent me his channel and stuff before. Yeah, dude, I mean, look into it. And like, it sounds crazy if you've never actually looked into it or thought about it. Just like, you know, when I try to tell people the moon landing is fake, if they're in that headspace of always having believed that, it's gonna sound insane to them, because they'll just be like, what? But it's like, dude, like, remove yourself from the things that you've been told, you know? It's just like the things that we've been told about Jesus. They're not true. Like, people think that Jesus is a religion, right? They think of Jesus and they think of the idols that they see in the Catholic Church. And they think of, like, this weak, broken man, you know? Oh, okay, Michael Bauer, cool. I'll do that. Also, I think I might have even subscribed to him, because you did give me his channel before. But I don't know, yeah, like, it just blows my mind. It's like, okay, dude, the government doesn't care about you. Like, maybe they do a little. I'm not saying, like, certain people in the government don't. I used to have a government job, and, like, I care about people. But the thing is, too, on a lot of stuff, even if you care, your hands are totally tied. Okay, I figured it was you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jesus hated religion, exactly. That's what I always tell people. I talked to this guy the other day. He was really nice, and, you know, I didn't want to talk to him at first. Oh, thank you, cool. But, you know, he ended up being really nice and was telling me some experiences he had, and I ended up praying for him, and it was a God thing, you know? And it's so funny, sometimes, like, I'm talking to someone, and just like that, I can tell. I'm like, I'm supposed to be talking to this person. And I feel it on my heart. The Lord's like, this is one of mine. Like, this is one of mine, and I want you to, you know? I love that. But then I feel bad, because I'm like, oh, I was trying to, like, get away from this person, you know? I don't know, I don't want to talk to, like, I always tell God sometimes, I'm like, can you stop sending strange men for me to, like, preach to? Because, like, I don't want to talk to strange men, actually, you know? I don't, honestly, I don't. And I'm like, can't you send a man to talk to, like, some of these men? I don't know. Why does it have to be me? Like, that's the only, like, thing that I sometimes, you know, I'm like, can you send someone else to... It's not that I'm scared of men, but, dude, men are, like, just so wild out here. They're predatory. Like, I just don't trust them at all. I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. Any of them. Honestly, I don't. And I hate that. And I think, like... You know, it sucks that you have to be that way, that you have to just, like, but I'm always like, why are you talking to me? What do you want? Like, and I feel like I just want to get away as soon as I possibly can. But this person was actually nice, and not just that person. Like, I was like, okay, Lord, if you're going to send men, you know, for me to witness to, this is a conversation I've been having with him for the last couple years also, to be honest with you. Because I'm like, if you're going to send me men, can they be nice? Like, can they be, like, not creepy? And, like, you know, can they be, yeah, safety first. And I know, like, God's always with me and stuff. And then there's that element, too, that I told you. Sometimes God sends people to you to test how that person's gonna handle you, you know? And also, I can't blame God, because he can't make someone, like, treat you the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes he's like, I'm gonna see how this person, like, handles this situation. And how you handle it, too. So, you know, all you can do is just cover yourself in the blood of Jesus in that situation. But I have met other, like, believers on my, it's actually funny on my travels how many times, I was just thinking about this time I was in, where was I? I was in Scotland. That's right, I was in Scotland. And, I stayed in this hostel, and there was, like, I think there was 6 beds in the room, and there was these 2 guys in there, and they were talking about him enlisting in the war. You know, I wasn't trying to listen, but I was in my bunk, and they were talking, and the guy was talking about how he wanted to enlist. He was young, you know, I don't know, in his 20s, and he was American also, over there traveling. You know, I could tell from his accent, and, like, I was overhearing their entire conversation because I was sitting there. Yeah, he was talking about, you know, wanting to find purpose in his life and all these different, and he seemed like the other guy was, you know, cussing a lot and saying I didn't like that other guy, honestly, but he seemed like a very decent person. You know, and I don't know, I felt on my heart, what a shame for him to go off to war. You know, he seems like a very, you know, he's so young, and it's like, dude, don't let the government use you to, I get it, like, I've had those thoughts too, of, like, I should just join the military, like, if I didn't have Giles or something, because, you know, I don't have anything. But when I've had those thoughts, you know, it was, like, more on the lines of, like, maybe I'll just die immediately, and all of this will be over. Just being real with you, but, like, yeah, I've had those thoughts in the past, is what I'm saying. But, well, anyways, in the morning, you know, I didn't say anything because it wasn't my conversation to interject into. But in the morning, that guy was just in his bed there, laying there listening to music, and I was getting all my stuff together, and God put it on my heart. Hang on one sec, Jessica, because I'll forget what I'm talking about. But no, I don't know what that is. Dabbleverse? I don't know what that is. Oh, God put it on my heart to tell him, I literally heard Holy Spirit say, tell him the answer you're looking for is Jesus. And that's exactly what I said to him. And that's super awkward. Like, I went up to him, but I was like, hey, I know it's, like, random and I don't know you, but, you know, the answer you're looking for is Jesus. It's giving me chills, actually, weirdly. And he said, oh my God, I know. He was like, yes. And I was like, what? And he's like, God bless you, I know that. And he's like, yes. And I was like, the spiritual, I was like, oh man, okay, that's so cool. And I was like, you know, this world is spiritual, and I was like, the war that you need to be fighting is a spiritual war. And he was like, amen. I was like, yes. And then he goes, God bless you, sis, see you in heaven. And I was like, see you in heaven, bro. And, like, we, like, fist bumped, and then I left. It was so cool. Like, so those moments, like, you know, like, in those moments, I'm like, okay, Lord. You know, because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like, I don't ever want to talk to someone because they're a man, you know. And I think Satan, he wants us to be that way. You know, he wants us to be like, well, I'm not talking to that person because we're profiling them, you know, because someone else hurt us or whatever. And even, you know, my uncle yesterday said that to me, because I was like, I just have a hard time, like wanting to be around other people or even family and stuff because of my upbringing. Like, I just feel like I'm not welcome, you know, which is nobody else's fault. Like, that's not their fault, right? Like, that I just don't feel welcome in most places, I guess. And what did he say to me? Oh, he was like, we're not your mom and dad. You know, he was like, they treated you that way. We're not them. And I was like, I really appreciate that, like, so much, because, dude, it's hard. Like, you know, it's hard. Just like, I want to feel accepted and welcomed and all that stuff, but, like, you know, constantly the devil is like whispering those things in my mind. To be real with you, he's like, they don't really like you, you know, and like, he's always whispering stupid stuff in my mind, and I'm like, I probably don't want to wear out my welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always a thought that I have, is like, I should probably go before I wear my welcome out, you know? I don't know, it's just hard. Like, it's hard being around people for me. It's hard also because, like, I don't do, I can, I just don't want to do those shallow conversations. And, you know, when I enter into normal world with human beings, we have to have those conversations about, like, regular stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about regular stuff. But my aunt and uncle are cool, man. They'll talk about, like, conspiracy stuff with me, and, you know, so what a blessing, man. Like, so yeah, I'm here, and I'm like, okay, I might as well finish, what'd you say? Yeah, the devil's a liar, exactly. One, I know what he's trying to do. He wants me to feel, because, like I said, because of what happened with my family previously, like my uncle and stuff, you know, family's so important. Like, that obviously makes family important. And it's important to me, too. And, like, it's just weird that it's not important to my actual family, you know? I don't know. I don't understand. Like, my immediate family, you know? And, like, it sucks. But at least I have people now that I know care about me, even though it's new for me. You know, that's like a new thing that I'm just not used to. And I gotta get used to that, and understand, like, oh, people do want to know, like, my whereabouts just in case. And they do want to know, like, you know, even my uncle texted me the other day, and he's like, are you alive? And it made me laugh. I was like, I'm alive. But yeah, I like that. It's good. I even told them, I was like, you know, I need that energy in my life. I need, like, a parental energy of, like, people who care about me. Everybody needs that. You know, you need that in your life. You need to have people who are, like, checking in on you occasionally and being like, are you doing okay? You know, do you need anything? So hopefully they'll like the donuts that I got them. This donut's really good. Dude, these are it's way too big. I don't know if I should have gotten 2 of these. This is bigger than my face, dude. And I already ate a lot of it. It's bigger than my face. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, family's so important, dude. Well, and that's the worst, like, if you're having a disagreement with your family, too, and they just won't, it's like, okay, that's a time when you just make it work. It's family. Like, what are you doing? You know, even with my sister and stuff, right? Dude, my sister just wants to, I mean, you know, when I had a relationship with her previously, every time we would talk, she just wants to throw the past in my face. You know, and not acknowledge any fault of her own in situations, but blame everything on me. And it's like, dude, you're talking about things that were years ago. Years, you know? And it's that spirit of bitterness. And for the devil to just drive a wedge and use, and it's like, who cares what happened, to be honest with you? Who cares? It doesn't matter what happened, because years and years have passed from there. We're not even the same. I don't even have the same molecular structure that I did. Literally, your whole entire body replaces every 7 years. Did you know that? I think it's Yeah, I think it's every 7 years. You're not even the same person. Like, the only thing that's not replaced is, like, you know, your hair, like, because all the dead stuff is at the bottom. But, like, all of your cells are not even the same. Like, every cell has been replaced to be a new cell. So you're telling me, like, my whole entire being can rebuild, and my mindset can change, my belief system can change. Like, I'm a totally different person than how I used to be, but you're still gonna hold a grudge against me? Exactly. Yeah, it's a satanic thing, dude. And, like, you know, she has chronic pain and stuff too, and, like, I really believe her holding on to, like, these past things. And honestly, like, it's crazy because the stuff that she's holding on to was not even my fault. She just is like, the devil got to her. You know, I'm the easiest person to blame because I was there, I guess. So, anyways, it's sad. And I love my sister though. And, like, it sucks. Like, having a sister, you know, you're an only child, right, Jessica? Having a sister is like a really special bond, you know? I always think about my sister, and, like, I love her, and we will always have a bond. Same with my brothers and everything. Like, yeah. I don't know. It's a messed up situation. The devil just used everybody to, you know, I don't know. Part of me thinks that maybe my parents, like, believe her stuff, and that's also why they shunned me. Yeah, I thought you were an only child. That sucks. Having siblings is cool. Did you want to have siblings when you were a little kid? Probably, I would assume. But I think being an only child could be cool too, maybe, because then, like, you get, like, you get all the toys. You get all the goodies. Yeah. I don't know. I love my family though. Like, I love all of them. You know? I was just praying for them earlier. I hope that one day they find Jesus. But I know that it's not a decision that I have anything to do with. You know, they got to make that decision on their own. What time is it right now? I got to keep an eye on the time. 9:05. Okay. Is this off? Why is this not? I'm trying to charge my phone, but my thing is not. Oh, maybe my thing came unplugged. Oh, God. It's like behind my TV. There we go. It's kind of unplugged. My baby is... He's, like, wrapped around me. You're not even sleeping? Aww. Hi. Hi, cute. Oh, what you doing? Oof. Oof. Here. Come here. Let's see. Let's see, my love. Oh, I get some cuddles. I'm getting some cuddles. Oh, okay. Oh, was your stuff genetic, Jessica? That makes sense because, well, even for my family too, and I mean, my parents didn't know that I have Ehlers-Danlos, but, you know, probably, I think my sister and one of my brothers has Ehlers-Danlos too, because my sister has a chronic pain, she has chronic fatigue, which, like, I have those too from Ehlers-Danlos, like the chronic fatigue and the chronic pain, and I think she has POTS too, which, like, that's an Ehlers-Danlos thing. You will pass out, like, we have blood flow issues, so when we stand up, we'll go totally blind, you know, that whole thing. It's a, yeah, Jiley, I know, isn't he? He's such a ham. What are you doing? Little baby. Little baby. I love you. Aww. I love you so much. He's so sweet. He's so gooey and soft. A big old baby. A big old baby doll. Yeah, yeah, POTS. She has that, she might even have Ehlers-Danlos worse than I do, dude. I don't even know, because, she actually passed out. I haven't really passed out. I'll get lightheaded and woozy a lot and dizzy and, different things like that. But she used to pass out as a teenager. I think she was having panic attacks, though, because she was hyperventilating, too. Chronic fatigue, yeah. Yeah, I know I do, because little things will just exhaust me, and I've had even, exes in the past would be like, oh, we barely walked any at all, on a hike or whatever. I'd be exhausted, and of course I just power through. I'm not going to complain, but I would feel so exhausted, even going to the store and stuff. I have to rest after that. And I thought I just, I never really thought about it in that way until, I got diagnosed, and then I was, reading into it, and it said, yeah, it's very normal for, if you do any physical activity, you're going to be way more drained after that, because it's just also a lot more work. So I didn't even think about this, but something as simple as walking, it takes your muscles so much more effort as a person with Ehlers-Danlos, because your muscles tense up to make up for the fact that your tissues are too loose. So the tissues are supposed to hold everything together firm. What are you doing? Stop. It's putting my arm in his mouth. Stop it. Little dinosaur. You want to go outside? He probably needs to poop. So I never thought about that, though, because your muscles are making up for it, which makes sense, because I always have muscle pain, and so your muscles are tensing up super hard all the time, where they should be able to just relax and rely on the ligaments. So that's an exhausting part of it too. And, sometimes I'll be super sore, and I'm like, I didn't even do anything. Why am I so sore? I haven't done anything. Well, maybe I just did some physical activity that was a little bit out of the norm, and now I'm in pain. It's a fun time. Oh, really? Hey, no, you leave my cord. Thank you. Kissed his face. So, yeah. I think my brother has it because, he has TMJ too, and we knew he had TMJ before I even moved out. He got diagnosed with that from the dentist. See, I never went to the dentist until I was 20 years old. My parents just never took us to the doctor. We were poor, and they mistrusted the doctors, rightfully so, to be honest with you. But I mean, sometimes you do need to go to the doctor. Plus, you should at least do wellness checks for your children, a yearly or something. But they never did. So that's how they missed all of my stuff. But I did tell my dad last time I talked to him, when my mom was in the hospital. I just let him know, hey, just so you know, I was diagnosed with this, and it's genetic. So I think probably my mom has it too, to be honest. I think maybe that's where I got it from. But hopefully nobody else, maybe none of the other kids have it, even though I kind of suspect they do. But yeah, because the doctor told me, she was several family members probably have it too, because it's a genetic thing. So somebody's got it up there, at least, my mom or my dad. Yeah, I know. And and it's not fun. It's not the worst thing. Obviously, it could be worse. I think what you have, Jessica, sounds horrible. That doesn't sound fun to deal with at all. The autoimmune stuff, and there is autoimmune stuff that comes with Ehlers-Danlos too, MCAS, I think is what it's called, which is when your mast cells activate randomly due to like stress or environmental changes, which means you could have an allergic reaction to literally anything because of stress. Which I'm like, what? And even if you didn't have an allergic reaction to it previously, like you could have an allergic reaction just randomly, which is why the doctor wanted me to take antihistamines every day, because she's like, you're having allergies, and like even if you don't realize it, like you're having allergies. I'm like, what? Okay, like I guess I don't know. I'm okay. Like I'm not gonna take an allergy pill every day, dude. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I'm not doing it. Okay, bud, let's go outside. You're whining. I feel like you have a poop trying to happen. Is there a poop? Look at him. He's just laying here whining. Are you laying there whining? Yeah, sick of taking pills. Yeah. Zoloft, I used to take that too. It made me feel totally zombified, dude. I was like, okay, I'm not depressed. I don't feel depressed, but I also just can't feel anything at all. Like, can't feel anything else either. It's probably not good. Oh, kisses. Okay, sweet angel, come here. Okay, here we go. Oh, shut up. Oh, I gotta put his eggs away. Let's go outside potty, buddy. You want to? Let me put my eggs away. Yeah. Yeah, health problems suck, but I mean, as it goes, I do feel blessed because, I mean, I finally figured out what it was that was wrong. That's good. Zoloft doesn't do that to you. Yeah, it made me feel like a total zombie. It was awful. But you know, that one wasn't the worst, honestly. I've done ones that were worse. I've done ones that make you like I did Paxil. Oh my god, it made me so constipated. I think I was vomiting at one point, like eventually. It was like 2 weeks. I was like incredibly constipated. And then my doctor, like, we took a break for like a year and tried other things. And then like, cause it did help with my depression. So she was like, I'd like to try you back on it. And like, you know, she just put me on, I think, Miralax or something. Dude, it still made me extremely constipated. And I was like, okay, no. Like, that's why I told you before, Jessica, like eventually I just went off I was like, I'm not going to do any of these. It's always side effects. Like, you know, sometimes you need something, which, you know, there's no shame in needing something sometimes. One that makes you aggressive too, and I'm trying to think of the name of it because I was on that one and I did notice myself being more like irritable. What was that one called? Citalopram. That was citalopram. Yeah. And it has a reputation. There was something else though. It made me irritable. I don't know. I think it gave me migraines or something. I don't remember. I always have migraines anyway, so what is happening? Oh Lord, whoever's in trouble, bless them in the mighty name of Jesus. And be with the first responders too, Lord. Hey buddy, you wanna go outside? No, he's just looking out the window. I wanna go outside. Okay. Let's go. Oh, I got a new bandana for Jiley yesterday too. It was only $2.99. And it feels like a nice material. Yeah, amen. Yeah, Paxil. I mean, all of those. Well, and it's crazy because, like, in the Bible, it talks about pharmakia, right? What is pharmakia? Like, what is the word pharmacy derived from? You know? So, I don't know. I think about these things. Like, we're not supposed to be taking these medications. Well, and even if you think about the side effects of these antidepressants, right? It will tell you suicidal thoughts are a side effect. How can a certain type of thought be a side effect of a drug? That sounds like a demonic thing to me. And if you're having suicidal thoughts, that's even more demonic. So what about this pill is opening you up to having these type of, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't trust it. I don't trust it. So I don't know, but you know, sometimes you have to be on medication. So I'm not blasting anyone who's on meds. You know, I'm grateful that I was able to get off. You you know, I do smoke weed though for my stuff, so. And certain people would say stuff about that, you know, but, and I've tried everything else, and if I can find something that will, like, replace that, you know, whether it be exercise or something, like, if I could find something that would help and not have to do that, I would do it. It's just where I'm at right now. My back pain is so bad. Like, no, not my back pain. I will correct that. Because in Jesus' name, it is not mine. The back pain that I have, though, and I do pray over my back and stuff and my spine, but it's so bad, dude. Like, I can go without anything. It's just I'll be in such a bad mood, dude. Eventually, I'm like, I am like dying, you know. So I don't know. That's what works for me. And I'm grateful that God put it here, honestly. And the more I prayed about it, because previously, like, I had just been shamed so much about it, which is so, you know, that's a disservice. Honestly, I'm just going to be real with you. That's a huge disservice, because sometimes people have tried everything and only one thing works for them. And if it's natural, like, why are you going to shame someone for doing something natural? Like, I don't know. I have been shamed for smoking, and to the point where it got into my brain and I was convinced it was a sin, right? And I've even told you guys previously that it was a sin. But literally, like, the more I prayed about, I never felt convicted. It wasn't a conviction feeling. It was literally that person's voice in my mind that I would hear every time, like, judging me, and I would feel guilty. And I'm just going to be honest with you, you know, that person's not in my life anymore, and I'm like, actually just asking God, you know, and I haven't felt any conviction. I haven't felt like I know myself too. I don't even like feeling stoned. I never smoke to feel stoned. I smoke to deal with the issues that I have, you know, and like, if certain people are not okay with that, I think that's really cruel. I don't know. I just think it's misguided. Like, and I'm not saying the person who told me that was cruel, but it's just misguided. It's misguided to shame someone for, like, which is why I wouldn't shame someone for using medication, you know, like with your stuff, Jessica. Like, dude, like, take the stuff that helps you feel better, you know? Like, if it's helping you, then it's helping you. Like, you gotta live in your, and this is what I would always say to this person too. I would always be like, dude, I live in this body. You know, like, I understand where you're coming from, and like the arguments you're making against, I guess, like, the arguments are stupid though, to be honest with you, because the arguments are like, I don't like it or something, you know? It's like, okay, based on what though? Like, based on like your opinion, but I'm not forcing you to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not forcing someone else to do it. I don't know. So I had to go back and forth on that a lot, and deal with a lot of guilt and internal stuff. And like, yeah, as long as you don't hurt yourself or others, it's okay. If weed helps, do it. My dad and his buddy smoke weed. Yeah, and you can't because of meds. Yeah, and I would never, and you know, this person, like, I never tried to make them, like, smoke with me or anything like that. Like, dude, I just, like, want to feel functional, you know? And I think that's ridiculous to shame people. I don't know, it made me mad, kind of, like, the more I thought about it. I was like, why do you care? Like, if I am feeling better, you know, if you care about my physical well-being. Because, you know, every time I don't smoke, like, I would take all these breaks. I would be like, okay, I'm quitting for this person, quitting, basically. And, like, you know, it just, like, I would be miserably in pain every day, and it's like, I can push through, I'm pushing through, but I'm feeling these frustrations and this weight just building every day, this crushing pain. I'm dealing with it, and like, you know, that splinter is just getting driven deeper every day. It's weighing on my shoulder. It feels like I'm carrying the weight of the world literally on my shoulders with the pain that I feel. It's so weird. I literally have prayed about it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm carrying the cross sometimes. Like, that's actually where I'm having the pain, is like, it sounds weird to say, but like I feel this burden like on my, it's a physical pain that I would feel as if I was carrying, you know? I don't know, it's weird, dude. But I ask the Lord to like lift it away, right? Because, you know, his burden is light. This lady comes up to me because I used to wear black nail polish. This old lady comes up to me saying, "Are you Christian?" I said yes, and started saying Bible verses. People are so stupid about that, dude. People used to give me crap for wearing black and black nail polish when I was a Jehovah's Witness. And literally, like, it's a color that... You know why I like black nail polish? I like it because it looks clean. It just, like... It looks nice against my skin tone. Like, I do other colors, too. But I did orange one time when I was a teenager. And it was, like, November, I think. And someone actually gave me crap because they were like, it's too close to Halloween for you to be wearing orange. I was like, it's past Halloween. Like, I waited till past Halloween to do orange. And orange was my favorite color at the time. So I was like, what? You're smoking crack. Like, dude, get a life. Leave me alone. I don't know. People just, like, want to control everything about other people, and it's annoying. It's like, let me live my life a little bit, okay? But yeah, the black, I like the black. Well, and to be honest with you, this was the color that I happened to find. It was $1. Yeah, it's just a color. Oh, Reba and Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff, oh my god, remember? Dude, her stuff is so cringe now if you, like, rewatch it back. Like, no offense to her, it was just the time. Yeah. But, like, what is that movie? I keep getting these, I think it's called Stand Up or something. She sings in it. She's supposed to be an amazing singer, but she's like, hello, and it's like the worst like run that you've ever heard. But people are like, you know, and I'm like, who wrote this movie? Like, it's so bad. Yeah, I keep getting like videos of that, like making fun of that. Raise your voice. Yes. And, like, I haven't even seen that movie. I just keep seeing things that it's getting made fun of. Okay, let's take Jiley outside. Because, hey, Bubby, are you awake? Come over here. He immediately starts. He's right here. Let's go outside, love. Let's go outside, walkie. You need it. Oh, you need it, my baby. Come on. I need to change today, too. I've been wearing the same shirt for, like, 3 days. What'd you say? Oh, she sings better. Yeah, she sings better now. Well, and it's interesting that they let her, I was like, who was the vocal coach? Because, like, you let her have, like, this moment where she's supposed to sound really good, and she sounds, like, pretty not good. I don't know. I don't want to be judgmental, because I do like her. I think she seems like a sweet person. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me get baby boy squared away. Hang on, hey, wait. Down here. Baby boy. What's spilled here? Where's the crumbs everywhere over here? You sweet angel. Okay, you ready? We'll get this little show on the road over here. Oops. Hang on. Oh, yeah. See if I can show you how I get him out of the vehicle. It's really cute. Ready, bud? Come here. Isn't that the cutest? He puts his little arms over my arm. Sometimes he'll just swan dive it too. He like leaps into my arms. It's really adorable. Let's lock this vehicle up. It's only my coffee. What'd you say? Oh, I missed a bunch. Come here, buddy. Good morning. Come here. Give them some space. Here, come here. He's really nice. He loves babies. Say hi. Aw, it's a very cute baby. Cutie. Johnny, give some space. Come on, give some space. Have a good day, you too. Johnny see a baby. He's like, oh, is that my baby? Do I get a baby? If I ever had a baby, he would be the best nanny ever, dude. He's so good with kids. Okay, hang on. Let me put this. Set this on my vehicle. And then I'll read. I know you wrote me something, Jessica. I'll read it in a second. Let me put this. Well, to be honest with you, while we're talking about weed, I lost my little stizzy thing somewhere in bed, and it's really bothering me. I'm like in pain right now, but okay. So let's see what you. But you know what? Also, it's like I'm tired of like trying to be like I don't want to be someone, pretend to be someone that I'm not. You know, that's what it is. You know, that's what it is. And like, oh, she's a Christian. Exactly. That's why I thought she was a Christian. I wasn't sure though. Good boy, bud. Can you do a poopy too? Oh, yeah. Oh, Christina Ricci. She's a witch, isn't she? Came out as a terrible. Oh no, that sucks, dude. Because I used to really like Christina Ricci. She's really pretty, and I loved Wednesday. Like when I was a kid, dude, Wednesday was my spirit animal. Okay, come here. Let's go walk. Don't you want to walk around? He just wants to sniff this one spot, apparently. Hey, Johnny, are you gonna walk? Still got his cute hoodie on. I've been putting that hoodie on him every night. I might get him this other one they had too. They have a Cat in the Hat one, and I love Cat in the Hat, and it literally has the hat on the top. And it was only $8. Maybe if I can find it again, I'll buy it. I didn't want to buy him two hoodies. I was like, he only needs one. But he loves this one so much. Like even last night when I went to put it on him, it's like he knows. He's like, "Oh, yes." Cuz he gets cold, dude. Yeah. I don't know if she's a witch. Well, if she's doing tarot, she's a witch, dude. Hate to say it. Like, yeah, and Casper was my favorite too. I love that movie. But yeah, if she's doing tarot, whether she likes it or not, that's witchcraft. So it kind of makes you complicit. What are you doing? You just wanting to smell everything? He's wanting to smell every smell? So, I don't know. Yep. You know, and like, nobody's perfect, you know? I used to, we should just pray for her, you know? Yeah, don't even follow her. Of course, yeah, I mean, I think I had seen something similar to that too. Dude, I almost was there myself when I was into the New Age. God really protected me because I went to buy a tarot deck. I wasn't gonna use it to do tarot. I was gonna use it because the elites use gematria, however you say it, to do all their evil witchcraft stuff, and the tarot deck is encoded with part of these like gematria things. I don't know, there's this YouTube channel guy that I watch about it. His channel's called The Gematria Effect, I think. Well, it was funny because the deck that I was gonna get, which is the Smith Waite Rider, I think it's called. Nope, leave that. That's the one that I wanted. Yeah, you let people do readings on you. Ugh, girl. You didn't know though. Well, and yeah, I would be watching videos too, New Age videos. I would be watching astrology videos because I was obsessed with astrology. Well, I'll tell you. So I was gonna buy that deck. It was the only deck that I wanted because that's the one that the guy on YouTube said he used to figure out not use it for that way. he just looked at the pictures on the card with the number. He didn't even mix it up or anything, you know. But still, it doesn't matter. You don't want that in your home. But anyways, I went to Amazon to buy it, right? It's sold out. So I was like, okay, I'll go to Barnes & Noble. I go to Barnes & Noble to buy it. It's sold out. So I was like, huh. I was like, that's kind of weird. Maybe, because I didn't know. I knew, like, I had heard, you know, growing up, Jehovah's Witnesses, like, you shouldn't do stuff like that, tarot, and, you know. So I didn't want to mess with it. So I already felt a little like maybe I shouldn't buy this. But I was like, it's just a deck of cards. You know, and I'm not using it for that. But that kind of gave me a feeling in my spirit, even though I didn't have Jesus. I was like, okay, I took that as a sign of like, I'm not going to buy it in general. Like, I just gave up. I was like, I'm not going to get those. Yeah, paranormal. I used to be big into the paranormal shows too. Ghost stuff. Ghost Whisperer. No, see, I wasn't... That stuff freaked me out too much because I knew it was real too, because I knew it was demons. Good boy, bud. Yes, he's doing a poopy. Let me put this right here. Good boy. Yeah. I always knew that stuff was demons, so I didn't want to mess around with it, even when I left Jehovah's Witnesses. Perfect poop, buddy. Oh my gosh. Yes. Dude, he just did the perfectest poop. What a good boy. I love these poop bags too. The ones that I got, I know it's disgusting as a poop bag, but it's coffee scented. I get this brand called Vitresca, I think it is. And they literally have, they have strawberry scented, they have, which maybe sounds gross because you're like, well, my dog's poop is going in there. But they're really thick. I know you don't have a dog, Jessica, but, oh, you only learned. Yeah, and if you don't know that ghosts are a demon, it's interesting because you're like, what is this? It's a mysterious, you know, it's interesting. Same with aliens and stuff, you know, like, but aliens are demons too. It doesn't mean it's not interesting anymore. Like, it's still interesting, but like now you know what it is. And definitely not to mess around with it. Look at the baby boy. Post-poop zooms. Lift, bud, good boy. Post-poop zooms. Look at that. You zooming? I lost my shoe. Give me that. You give me that. Oh, you baby. You need to take your hoodie off because it's actually getting warm out here. What are you doing? He's like hurting me. Where you going? You didn't take me, no cutie. Ah! He's trying to like herd me. Where are you trying to take me? Hey, ah! Careful. Don't run too fast. Where are you going? No, we're not going to the leaf blower. Creature. You silly creature. Just show you guys his... Oh, it's getting warm out here. Good morning.
Oh, that reminds me of the Dukes of Hazzard.
The Dukes of Hazzard? Oh, is there a basset hound in that show?
Yeah.
There is? Really?
I think it's the sheriff has it.
I'm gonna have to watch that show now.
Friendly?
He's so friendly. Yeah, you can pet him.
Hello.
He's a lover.
Hi. Hi.
Say hello. Aww.
Boy or girl?
He's a boy. His name's Giles.
Hi, Giles. How are you?
He says I'm good.
Oh, look at that.
He's, how old do you think he is if you had to guess?
I'd say at least 5.
He's gonna be 10 months old in 2 days.
Really?
People think that he's really old.
Yeah.
And he's not. He's a puppy.
He's adorable.
Thank you so much. Say bye. Say God bless you. You too. Thank you. Oh, cool. They're gonna have like a little party or something over here. Seems like that's cool. This is a nice park, dude. I don't even know where I am. I usually just Google, see what I mean? Though people come up, but that's cool when it's an interaction. That's, you know, when they ask if they can pet him. It's just, you know, sometimes I turn around and someone's got his whole face in their hands and they're kissing him on the lips. And I'm checking out in the grocery store or something, you know? And I'm like, dude, can you just not? Like, that is my dog. Like, I don't know. It just weirds me out. I would never come up to someone's dog and, like, start making out with it. Jiley, you whore. He's like, how dare you? He is, though. He's an attention whore. I'm like, bro, you little traitor. Someone told me, like, people always, they're like, oh, I thought I was special. I'm like, you're not. He'll literally go to anyone. Yeah, exactly. It's the people, and even earlier, to be honest with you, it's just little things kind of irritate me sometimes, and I wonder if people have any common sense, really. But maybe they just don't think about this stuff, because we were in the donut place, and this guy was calling him over and petting him, and, you know, he's pulling me in that direction now. This happens every day, dude. It's just annoying. You know, I don't mind if he pets him. He was like, can I pet him? I was like, oh, he was already petting him, though. But then I was like, okay, Jiley, I was trying to move him because this lady was trying to come get out of the donut shop. I was like, come over, and the guy wouldn't. The guy keeps, like, trying to get to pet him. And then, so I talked to Giles, but really I was talking to the guy, which is a nice hack if you have a dog. Because I was like, Giles, there's a lady trying to come through. Let's have some spatial awareness. And then the guy looked up. I think he was embarrassed. Because I was actually talking about that guy a little bit low-key. It's like, okay, there's a lady coming. Like, can we move out of the way of the doorway? You know. I don't know. People just, like, need to think about this stuff, dude. It's like, hello. And I never had a dog, so I didn't think about this stuff either. But anyways, I mean, no harm done, really. Like, but, you know, it's just little interactions like that. And then I have to apologize to the lady. But I was like, oh, it actually wasn't really my fault, because that guy was, I don't know, I think about these things too much. Oh my gosh, look, I love these. The Lost Boy, that's a good, okay. Actually, I don't think I've read this one. This is the sequel. I'm gonna take this. This guy, Dave Peltzer, lived through, like, hell, dude. His mom literally tortured him and all this crazy stuff. Yeah, some people don't care. That's true, too. I wish I had a nice, like, Christian book to leave. Well, anyways, it's cool, because when I'm done reading that, I'll bring it to another little library, because I don't have... I picked up a free book the other day. Yeah, I'll take this. That's cool. Awesome. Thank you, Lord. Those are awesome. Yeah, I picked up one from the laundromat, because I had it before. It's called Feeling Good, and it's about... it's cognitive behavioral therapy, which is something that I still want to do, even though I wouldn't say, like, you know, that I suffer from depression or anything, but, you know, I get sad, and you know, it's nice to, I think my biggest issue right now is just that I get overwhelmed. I get overstimulated, and then it makes me really, like, I think it's too late by the time I'm realizing that I'm overstimulated too. I'm trying to train him to alert me when I'm getting overstimulated to get away from the situation, you know, before I get so overstimulated that I'm, like, grouchy. Yeah, like, it's a big problem for, it's not that, like, I'm gonna explode if I get overstimulated, but I just get grouchy and irritable, and, you know, I don't want to feel that way, actually. Like, I don't want to feel that way, you know? So, yeah, that's, like, something that I'm trying to work on right now. Being overstimulated. And having him... We're not gonna go over there, bud. See, this frustrates me. Like, I don't want to go over to a group of random men playing soccer. He always tries to lead me to a group of dudes. And I'm like, why are you trying to go over there? I don't want to go to a group of dudes. I mean, it's 2 grown men and a child, but still, like... I'm like, I'm actually okay not going over there, sir. Yeah. Oh, God bless whoever they're responding to. This is the 3rd one in the past, like, hour. God be with the responders, too, Lord. I pray that everybody's okay. Okay, Jiley boy, you want that sweater off, creature? What time is it? I'm gonna text my uncle and see what time. He said I should come over before noon. He's trying to find someone. Oh, what do you mean? Like, oh, Giles is trying to, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just that he loves everyone. He wants to meet everyone that he sees, and we can't do that. You know, it's just not practical to do that. Yeah, just not practical. It's not actually practical, Giles. Oh, you're so soft. He wants to meet everybody. We're gonna clean these ears today. Look how dirty. It's dirty. You're so beautiful. And you've got a boogie too. We need to clean that. My little stress ball. Oh, I found the spot. Yeah, well, he's just super social, and I'm not. Like, hate to say, like, I have a social battery that's just not very big. You know, I like socializing until I don't, and then I'm like, okay, I need to get away. But this little creature, he's totally opposite. He's like, let's socialize all day. And I'm like, I just don't have the bandwidth to do that. Like, I really don't. So that's good for me though, because it's teaching me to learn how to just tell people honestly, hey, we're gonna go this way, come on. You know, I started even, sometimes people ask, oh, can I pet him? And we're literally like, I'm in the middle of walking somewhere, you know, I've got something I'm doing, and I just say, sorry, no, like, we're in training right now, you know. Okay, come on. See, he doesn't even want to leave. He wants to go meet everyone, and he'll try to get me to go over there. Nope. We're not going over there, okay? Sorry. Sorry, creature. You're gonna he gets riled when he meets people, too, and that's another thing. Like, I mean, it's fine for him to get riled out here, but when we're in the store and stuff, I'll have to tell people, like, I'm sorry, no. Like, I had to change his vest to put the do not pet, which I was trying to not do that, because he loves pets and attention, and I didn't want to do that to him, but he needs it. I mean, I was like, okay, this is just too much. Like, every time someone pets him, he gets riled, and now he's no longer paying attention when he's working, you know? Like, right now, he's not working. But when we're in the store, he's working, dude. Like, he needs to focus on me, and every single person is also trying to actively distract him, you know? Which is very difficult. So it puts me in an awkward place where I'm like, I just never thought, you know, about it. But I'm learning too. I'm learning, like, the language of just telling people, oh, please don't pet him, we're in training, like, thank you, and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, boundaries, right? Right, buddy? We're learning boundaries. That waddle. You're getting so big, bud. Yeah, he's my helper, dude. And people, it's like, you know what a service dog is there for, dude. But see, I have the problem too, where I've had so many people are just, it's not him. That's why I'll always say it's not him, it's other people. Because I've even had people just straight out ask me, you'd be surprised how many people will just say, is he really a service dog? You know, they'll be sitting there talking to me for like a little while, and then they'll, oh no, leave that alone, buddy. They'll be like, oh, is he really a service dog? As if I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm actually a liar. It's like, what? Dude, okay, you're accusing me of being a liar and accusing me, I mean, what? Like, that's actually so rude. And I'm like, yes, he has his documentation. Like, I've been training him since he's 2 months old. Like, yes, I really have an illness. What a stupid question to ask people, dude. Like, but again, people don't think about these things. And it's like, actually, that's a really rude question. Because, yeah, I mean, inbuilt into that question, you're asking me if I'm a liar. You know what I'm saying? That is what that question is. Oh, so you're a liar and you fake? No, actually. And, like, those people, that sucks. But the thing is, too, with a service animal, people don't understand, dude. They need to do 2 tasks for you. You know what I'm saying? 2 tasks, which Jiley does way more than 2 for me. And be well behaved. So the way you can tell he's a service animal, dude, he is well behaved when we're in the store and stuff. If people aren't distracting him and riling him, he's always super good. I get compliments on him every day. Wow, he's so well behaved. Like, that's why you heard. I asked that guy, how old do you think he is? He says he thinks he's 5. Well, lift, buddy. Lift it. I got you. Lift. There you go. He gets his paw tangled in there. So yeah, like, people think that he's older because he's well behaved. Come here. People usually think, ow! Don't, hey! Stop! He's like chomping my foot. Not really chomping it, but putting it in his mouth. Why are you hurting me, huh? You trying to herd me like I'm a sheep or something? But yeah, that's a problem I've had recently. And, you know, I don't know, that kind of blew my mind. I was like, wow, that's such a forward, like, very rude question. But I mean, I just, you know, I'm honest with people. This lady asked me the other day, and I said, of course. Like, do you want me to take out my diagnosis for you? I don't know. I didn't say that to her, but, you know. And then she kind of looked embarrassed after that. Of course he's like, what a question to ask someone. I don't know. People flabbergast me, dude. They do. They flabbergast me. But we gotta keep loving them. That's what I realized, too. The devil, that's his whole modus operandi, is to get us to hate each other. Like, you know, he wants people suspicious of each other, especially godly people, because we have God's love in our heart, you know? But he wants us to be closed off to that love because we've been hurt so much by people, right? And, dude, it's so tempting, too, to just... I was praying about this morning. It's so tempting to, why are you pushing against me? Why are you, like, literally hurting me? You trying to go somewhere? Maybe he's trying to herd me back to the soccer players. One of these times I'm going to do I have a tie-out thing for him that I can tie between 2 trees, and then we could actually do it here. And then he can run freely. What was I talking about, though? Oh, yeah, that's Satan's goal, you know? And me, I like hermiting myself anyways. To be honest with you, I've always done that since I was a toddler. I would just go hide somewhere away from people for hours. What is that gigantic bug, bro? That's a big bug. Okay, let's get away from here, Giles. I'm looking at a gigantic fat bug. I don't know what that is, but I want to be away from it. Come here. We'll go back to the vehicle because it's getting a little hot out here. We'll take your hoodie off, Bubs. We take the hoodie. You did your poopy. He did his nice poopy. A perfect poopy, too. Gosh, I love that. I love seeing it. Never thought I'd be excited to see my dog's poop, but here we are. Well, I feel like their poop is a big, like, sign of their overall health, you know? It's so funny, too, because I'm more into his poop than I am my own. I've had diarrhea for, like, months, dude. Not every day, but I think I had Giardia when I was in the Philippines, to be honest with you. Because maybe I got it in Thailand, I don't know, but I had horrible diarrhea for, gosh, 2 months at least. But I can't tell if it's yours too. Your what? What do you mean? Yes, and ours too? Did I miss? My brain's not comprehending. It's hot out here, buddy. I gotta take this hat off. Ain't gonna take the hat, Johnny. Okay, let's put this right here. Wait, ooh, not right there. Wait. Come here, love. You can finish your breakfast too. Oh yeah, I'm getting hot out here. Oops. Come around. Come here. Okay, ready? Oh. Come here, love. Oh. Ugh, it's hot out here. Okay, let's get this hoodie off you, bud. It's hot. I'm sorry I left that on. I thought it was gonna be a chilly morning. It was kind of, but it's not anymore, huh? There you go. You are shedding, bro. You are shedding. Wee. Hot out here, bro. Oh. Okay. Let me turn our air conditioning. Love. My big old baby love. There's my keys. Want your collar off? Oh, I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating. Oh. Okay. We get our fan going. Love this fan. Woo, Charlie. See, it's hot, mama. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Oh, fan is already on. Okay. Ooh, we got a new book, Jiley. I wasn't gonna get another book. Well, this guy, if you watch if you read his first book, gosh, it's really depressing though, because it's so sad, but he gets saved at the end. He underwent so much child abuse from his mom. She was a psycho. Like, if his book is true, you know, I don't think anybody would make something like that up. You know, I think people accuse, they're like, this is not true or whatever. It's like, I don't know how you could even make that stuff up. She made him eat like poop out of his brother's diaper and like put his hand on the stove, like that type of a crazy abusive person. But he did eventually get rescued, which is like this book. I had this too before I moved, it's just I didn't have a chance to read it, so that's great. The first book is called A Child Called It. Yeah, I read that when I was like early into my self-healing journey, I guess. Yeah. Horrible. You know, those type of very abusive. So he lived through that and, you know, wrote a book. Yeah, that book is really good though. Sad though, you know. But I'm curious to read, and then he has a third installment too. I think he wrote a bunch of other books. Oops, I gotta charge my phone. What you doing? You're gonna black this out, so baby boy. See, he'll do this the whole time. Like, when he needs to be napping, he'll just be. Let me, hang on for a second. Quite the little library going nowadays. Okay, so he can take another little nap, maybe. I just have to force nap him. He might not be tired either, but I think he probably is. He's usually tired after every time we go out. Plus I want him rested because we're gonna go over to, like I said, my family's house. You know, my uncle's house. Okay, so yeah, that'll be nice. What does it say? Oh, this used to belong to the Santiago Middle School. Cool. Okay. So where to go? Let's see. Poop. Poop health. Yeah. Oh, right. I know. Yeah, we should look at our own. When I do, I mean, you know, I'll pray about my own stuff. Like, I'll be like, oh, Lord, help me, like, have a solid as well. But I always pray that for Giles. I'm like, Lord, give him a solid in Jesus' mighty name. Like, as he squats to poop, I'm always like, solid poop in Jesus' mighty name. I should start, when I pull out my toilet, be like, solid poop in Jesus' mighty name. I seriously should. Yeah. Well, and I'm gonna be eating better too. Like, I mean, for a while there, I was eating nothing but ramen. Like when I was in Thailand and stuff, because I couldn't get out to go grocery shopping the way that I really needed to. Where did I put my coffee, dude? Oh, here. Let's grab the coffee. I'll rehang this up here. So, you have plans for today, Jessica, or you're just hanging out? What time is it over there, anyways? Is it? I don't really know what the time difference is between here and Alabama. But I think it's like 10. Let me see what time it is here. Oh yeah, it's 9:58 here in the morning. Just hanging up his I keep all his towels right here, hung up by his leash. This is his baby, or not his leash, his baby collar. Look at his little baby collar. This is his first collar I ever got him. Oh, so cute. Oh, it's 11:58. Cool. Okay, so your time difference is not much. Well, my uncle said I have to come before noon, so it's 10 right now. I'll just pop by. They said I could take a shower and stuff too, but I think I'm okay because what do you call it? There's a Planet Fitness around the corner. You're gonna do some cleaning. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, Giles. Look at him. My baby. What you doing? You're stirring? Oh, he might want to go. Hang on. He might want to go down. I need to get him like a little treasure chest, like toy box, because he's got his little plushie and things. What doing, creature, huh? What you need? You need something? What's that? Yeah, he's got all his little things. Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize my phone was dying. Yeah, my phone died. So that's a bummer. But I was gonna end the stream anyway. I wonder if I can look at something. No, I can't. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream anyways. Let my phone charge up a little. Yeah, sorry. I didn't know my phone was dying, and I put it down and then it was black, and I was like, oh crap, it died. Like, so I had to plug it back into the charger. You need help up, buddy? Wanna come up, E? He's I'm gonna lay down and go night-night. Yeah. Oh, my sweet angel. So, yeah, cool. I guess I will, I'm trying to think what I should do. If I should go now. What time is it? Well, because baby boy's sleeping. Jessica, are you still there? It says 0 people are watching. 10 o'clock right now. I'm gonna do my Bible reading. Oh, you're here. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll do my Bible reading. The Bible and devotional, and then we'll call it. Cause how long am I going? Yeah, I'm almost at 2 hours already. So it's a pretty fat video already. It's a fatty. I'm trying to think where we were. Oh, look at Giles. He's so cute. So cute, my baby. I knew he was tired. He didn't even finish his breakfast, dude. Because I was eating my donut, and he was like, I want that donut. Isn't he cute? Okay, I think we were on 21. Yeah. Proverbs 21. So, okay. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. I love that word. Whithersoever. It sounds so fancy and elevated. Feels good in my mouth. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. A high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness, but of everyone that is hasty only to want. The getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro of them that seek death. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment. The way of man is froward and strange, but as for the pure, his work is right. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. And I would substitute that for man as well. Because it is better to dwell in the corner of the house. It's better to sleep on a park bench, honestly, than to live in the house with a brawling man. So that's interchangeable. The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes. When the scorner is punished, the simple is made wise, and when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge. The righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked, but God overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness. Turn my fan down, because I don't know if it's too loud. Where did I leave off? Considering, oh, okay. I'm on 13. Whoso stoppeth his ears as the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. Oh, bro. A gift in secret pacifieth anger, and a reward in the bosom strong wrath. A reward in the bosom strong wrath. I don't understand that. It is joy to the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. Yeah, I don't understand. Some of them I don't understand, but that's good, because like I'll read it. This is the second time I've read Proverbs this year. So maybe the third. No, I think it's the second. It's a good one. Well, like I told you, I need it. Like I always find something every time that I'm reading from Proverbs. I mean, in the Bible in general, I always find something, That's what I like too, because as we read the Bible, it reads you too, and you're like, what? This speaks to my situation. Like, almost like magic somehow, it just speaks to your situation. Well, that's not, it's not coincidence, that's just how cool God is. Where was I? Oh, 18. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman/man. And I would agree. I would rather live in the frickin' wilderness. I would rather live in the wilderness, honestly, than dwell with any contentious person. I think that's definitely facts. Like, dude, it's better to just... That's why nowadays, like, I will just leave. Dude, I'm gonna leave immediately. If you're giving me, like, crazy drama, whatever, like, I'm leaving. There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. Yeah, city life is not for... Dude, me either. I'd rather live in a cave in the wilderness in general. It's just not what God wants for me. That's what I want. That's what my flesh wants. And God says, no, 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 no. This is not what I wanted. If you would ask me, like, at any point in my life, oh, do you want to be doing lives? Do you want to be on the internet and have your face broadcast? I would have been like, no, I don't want that. But here we are. God's like, I want that. he wins out. It's his will, not mine. Okay, so where was I? I think I'm on 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness and honor. I like that. A wise man scaleth the city of the mighty, and casteth down the strength of the confidence thereof. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. Oh my gosh. I underlined that one also. Keepeth his mouth and his tongue. Just keep them. Keep it shut. You know, keep it shut. Dude, it's so hard to do that. It's so hard. People suck at this too, which is why, like, so many problems exist, because people just say the wrong thing. And it's hard to not open your mouth, you know? I notice, like, I'm good at not saying things to the person necessarily, but under my breath, I'll murmur something. And that's not good either. I'm not, like, God forgive me. I'll be like, yeah, that person shouldn't have, you know, I'll be like saying all these things to myself. And then I'm like, sorry, Lord. Like, but I don't say anything to the person, maybe. But still, like, you know, I'm murmuring something, my thoughts. I'll be like, what are you thinking? But, you know, I don't know. Nobody's perfect. I'm working on it. At least I'm not cussing them out or something like that. You know, I'll just be like, what is this person thinking? Or whatever. But anyways, on to 24. Proud and haughty scorner is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. The desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor. Yeah, you too, especially in the car. Oh, you deal with, like, road rage and stuff? I definitely talk to other cars in the, when I'm driving. But, like, I've gotten a lot, I don't think I really do, I don't really talk. I pray a lot for other, like, when there's traffic and stuff. I'm always like, but, you know, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? Dude, people drive so crazy out here too. They really do. And it's like, driving is a serious thing. Maybe it's because I didn't learn to drive until I was like 25. I didn't get my license until I was 25. You're cussing your car. Me too. Dude, I used to cuss people in the car, totally. Like, but yeah. Okay, so where was I? It's just it's funny because, like, I feel like most of us humans struggle with the same things. It's just, we need Jesus, you know, we need Jesus. And without him, like, we're going to keep struggling with those things. And it's like, all of us have been there, you know, like, I'm grateful when I think about how I used to be compared to, you know, it is progress. Like, even though, like, sometimes you don't see it day to day, but then when you think about who you were before you found Christ, you're like, we have been making progress here, Lord, you know, like, you've been making progress in me, which is so cool. Oh, you were 25 too? Yeah, I was a really late bloomer, dude, because, well, no one in my family wanted me to get my license. I got my permit when I was like 18. I think I was 18. Everybody else drove too, so they would just drive me, so there was that. But I would take the bus, or, like, even once I got my permit, my parents just didn't want me to drive, you know? And I'd be like, Mom, can I practice driving in your car? She was a terrible instructor also, which made it, like, really insufferable. Yeah, they just didn't want me to, so I didn't push it. I was just like, whatever. All of my friends drove anyways, and all of them drove. But yeah, I finally got it when I was 25. But yeah, maybe because I didn't learn to drive until later. I don't know. Where were we? Let's see. I think we're on 25. So the desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor. He coveteth greedily all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. The sacrifice of the wicked is abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind? A false witness, that's crazy, dude. So even if a wicked person makes a sacrifice, it's an abomination. Wow. God doesn't even want their sacrifice. He's like, nope, I'm good. A false witness shall perish, but the man that heareth speaketh constantly. A wicked man hardeneth his face, but as for the upright he directeth his way. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of the Lord. Okay. I don't know if I should do 3. Do you want me to do 3? You think I should do 3? Or should I just do the devotional? What do you think? We got, these other 2 chapters are not that long. I'll do, okay. Yeah, I'll do the other 2, because I need to do them anyways. I want to do them. And if I don't do it now, I might just be lazy later and not do it at all. So, we better just go ahead and do it. Okay, so chapter 22. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. The rich and poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward. He that doth keep his soul shall be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old he will not depart from it. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. He that hath a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. That's hard to say. Shall cease. Reproach shall try to say that. Reproach shall cease. Sally sells she's Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Okay, sorry. That's what it reminded me of. Okay, that's a tongue twister though, for real. Okay, and reproach shall cease. Sorry, that tickled me. Yeah, it's really hard. Say that 10 times fast, bro. He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips, the king shall be his friend. Aw, that's cute. I'm imagining like a soft Disney king, you know, like the king from what's that movie? How to Train Your Dragon. You know, the big dad guy. That's such a cute movie, to be honest with you. I watched the live action version when I was flying back to America, and I cried. I always cry during every movie. I'm trying to think of the movie I watched where I don't cry. I don't think there is one. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, yeah, okay. The 12. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, and he overthroweth the words of the transgressor. The slothful man saith, there is a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. The mouth of strange women, or men, is a deep pit. He that is abhorred of the Lord shall fall therein. Yeah, I would say definitely the mouth of a strange man is also a deep pit, okay? It is. But, and I think some of the newer, that's why sometimes I think about getting a newer version of the Bible, but I don't like it because they've removed a lot of scriptures, like in the NIV, and I think ESV or something. So many of them, they've removed the words of Jesus even. And so I'm like, I don't trust these translations. But I wish it would say, I mean, I know what it means, but I wish it would say, you know, of the strange seductor or something, you know? Like, it's talking about I don't know, it just says women, but like in the newer ones, I think it says men or women or something. But I mean, anyways, that's just me picking it apart. But I just have to reorganize it in my brain, you know. It's talking about a seductive person who's going to lead you astray. And those exist for us women also, you know. That's the thing. Like what is that? The incubus spirit. It says not to do that in the Bible. What do you mean? Like, oh, like change the words? Well, yeah, I know, but like, I guess I know what you mean. I think probably in the original, yeah, but this is a translation issue too, because I think it probably doesn't even say women in the. I don't know. I wish I had I'm not talking about changing it. I just mean like up to date language. You know. Well, and if it said seductress or something, I don't know. Maybe I'm picking it apart too much, is what I'm saying. But, anyways, I think of it as, either gender, because obviously that's good advice for us women too, like protect ourselves against seductive men. But yeah, of course, that's why I don't like purchase other versions, because they change it. And oh, that's what you meant. You meant removing, right? I thought you meant because I was saying that it should say women or men. But I see what you're talking about. Okay, anyways, I'm getting way sidetracked. Okay, so 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Bow down thine ear, and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee. They shall withal be fitted in thy lips. Oh yeah, by removing Bible verses. Yeah, I thought you meant, and I was like, oh, maybe I am, like, wrong in saying that, because you said that, and I was like, oh, would that be changing? Which is not what I meant for putting that, but then I see what you meant. I just overthought what you said. Yeah, I know, and that's why I don't want to buy those ESV. I do like how they have updated some of the language to sound more modern, but the removal of stuff, yeah, that's a big deal. You don't be removing Jesus's words. And you have to ask yourself why. Like, why would they do that? That's like nefarious. That's not a small thing or an updated version, of modern language. That's just straight up removing. The biggest one too, it's in Matthew. They remove where he says this one goes out by prayer and fasting, which is when he's talking about the demon, because the apostles were like, we prayed and we cast out the demon and it didn't work. And he said this one goes out not by prayer and fasting. They removed that. Almost like they don't want people to know about fasting. Which they don't. They don't want people to know how effective fasting is. And fasting's amazing for your health too. Autophagy and all that stuff. Like, you get new cells just from starving yourself. It's amazing, dude. When I did that 7-day water fast, and I fasted also from social media, dude, like, all of my joint pain went away. All of the joint pain went away. Like, you get a whole new stomach lining. I think it's within 5 days your stomach lining like replaces. Yeah, some people can't. I mean, you have to obviously go under the guidance of your. It's been amazing for me. I don't like doing it, obviously. I mean, I like the benefits, and I like for spirituality reasons, it's obviously incredible. So that's the main reason. But who doesn't like not eating? I like food. And plus, like, I had the eating disorders for such a long time. Now, like, I don't want to be without, because I deprived myself for such a long time. So I'm not gonna lie to you, it's difficult for me to fast, but it's worth it. And I think everything that's worth it is difficult, kind of, right? Anyways, but yeah, I mean, do what you can. Like, sometimes people can't fast because of insulin problems or whatever. Fasting helps with your insulin resistance, though. So there's that. It's very good for you. Where was I? Let's see. 20 something. I think I'm right here. I think I'm on 17. Bow down thine ear, and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine ear unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee. They shall withal be fitted in thy lips. Oh, I know, dude. She's been sick for such a long time, too, Eugenia Cooney. She was sick when I had my eating disorders, dude. I keep doing that. They're not mine, in Jesus' name. When I had the eating disorders, she was big at that time. I didn't watch her even, because even in my disordered thing, I could tell she was extremely sick. I was like, dude, she needs help. Like, she needs to go to therapy. And you know, I will tell you too, eating disorders are really hard because it's that food anxiety, the anxiety that you feel when you do start trying to eat food again. It's horrifying, and you've just, like, everything about food is stressful, and it involves rules and like a whole structure, and like, you know, even this morning, like, for me to just eat a donut and not even think about it and be like, yes, I get a donut, dude. Like, for me to do that is literally incredible, because previously, dude, I would have been having like super crazy anxiety if I was gonna have to eat a donut. And that's what I'm saying. I have to eat a donut because I wouldn't eat it. I would freak out if you were like, eat a donut. I would have freaked out. And well, I would have thrown it up after, you know, I would have thrown it up. And if I wouldn't have, then I would have not eaten for the rest of the day and probably taken a handful of laxatives, you know, like, to punish myself. So, like, it's a huge deal for me to just eat food. And now I don't even think about it. That's so incredible. Like, I don't even think about it. I just feel grateful to be able to eat good things and nourish my body. And, like, you know, I don't even think I weigh anything different, which is the crazy thing. I think I am the same weight that I was when I had anorexia and bulimia. Because your body doesn't want to go under a certain, for me it's like 130s, 140s, I think. Like, my body doesn't want to go under that. You know, it just doesn't. It doesn't want to go under that because it's not healthy. Like, I need like the certain amount of fat stores, you know? And like, and I don't have a lot either. Like, I'm a naturally slim person anyways, you know? It's just like, well, anyways, I don't know. I'm going on a tangent about eating disorders now, but yeah, I'll add her to my prayer list, actually, because I do see videos about, it's just, I don't watch videos about her because it's always people like hating on her and stuff. And like, I don't want to join that bandwagon of like, you know, oh, let's watch Eugenia Cooney, like, what a freak she is. You know, those videos are out there, and it's like, dude, that's not polite, though. Like, she has a really serious, I'm surprised she's still around, to be honest with you. Like, she's gotta be super sick. But, yeah, that was a random side tangent, but man, people take that for granted. Like, just being able to eat normally is not something that everybody can do. And even, like, I was thinking about it before I got the eating disorder. Oh, really? Dude, that's sad. Yeah, because I wonder about that, too. Like, aren't there people around her in her life that, like, if someone's hurting themselves like that, you can kind of, like, force them to go to therapy sometimes. Like, give her an intervention or something. I don't know. At least try. And plus, that's the worst anyways, because people watch her content, and like, there's girls who look up to her, you know, as being something like that they should strive to become themselves. And it's like, no, dude, like, that's not cute. Like, she looks awful. Head on top, you know, which is like not me saying that to be mean, but like, she needs help. She's cute too. Like, she would be a cute woman if she would just gain some weight, you know, and be healthy. Yeah, I pray for her too. I don't remember where we were in here. Maybe I'll just do 2 chapters, because actually the third one's pretty, we'll go for the 3, whatever. We might as well. We're 2 for 2 out of 3 right now. Okay, so, yeah, still living with her parents. Okay. Yeah, that sounds abusive. 100%. If you ever leave me, I'll have a heart attack. Okay. Sounds a lot like, how my dad used to tell me, like, oh, please don't leave, we'll buy you a car. I'll pay for you to go to Japan if you don't leave, if you don't move out. You should not want that for your kids. Like, you should want your kids to spread their wings and fly. That's weird if you want your kids to stay at home with you. Like, that's not normal. And both of my brothers live at home with my parents. Just saying. And they're 42 and 41. No, my brother's about to turn 41 in November, so. And I'm not decrying them, like, you know, but that's not normal, is what I'm saying. Like, it's just not normal. And why do the parents want that? I don't really know. But that's what it is, you know. Okay. Yeah, if I have kids ever, like, I'm gonna want them to leave. I'm gonna want to give them the tools so they can fly, you know? That's important. Because without that, I'm not always gonna be around, you know? You're doing them a disservice if you don't teach them, like, to be independent and leave eventually. You know, it's like, one of these days we're gonna leave, dude. Like, you're gonna have to leave because I'm not gonna be around to hold your hand forever. So, to be honest with you, one of the best things for me has been, like, having to do so much stuff on my own, I think. Like, God knew what he was doing. I'm not gonna say, I mean, it hasn't felt good, but, like, I can't say that he didn't know what he was doing, because it has been good for me to, like, have the experience that I did, you know? It can be good for you, too. Like, I try to think about the good and the bad, you know, the good parts of the bad things that happen. But, okay, so I think we're on 22. Verse 22. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoil them. Whoa, he will spoil the soul, dude. That sounds scary. Sounds like a pretty intense thing. Make no friendship with an angry man. Wow. And with a furious man thou shalt not go. That's bars right there, dude. That is bars. Don't even make friends with an angry man. I need to underline that. Don't even make friends with someone who's angry, dude. I should have read this a long time ago. I mean, like, really. Really, 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 really. I should have read that before I married my ex-husband, huh? It would have helped me a lot, huh? Okay. I'd been like, what? I'm not even supposed to be friends with this person, let alone marry them. And I would agree, dude. I don't want to be around no angry person. You know? Again, remember when I was talking about earlier, it's better to live in the wilderness? Yeah, you gotta be on guard. Well, that's horrible to be around. And an angry type person is just gonna be angry with you also, because that's just their way. They're just angry about everything, you know? Horrible to be around an angry person, to be honest with you. Horrible, horrible, horrible. My dad was that way growing up, man. He was so angry all the time, and it's terrifying, to be honest with you, living in a household with someone that's just like, you know, they'll pop their top at anything, pretty much. It's like you're walking on eggshells, and dude, you're living in a prison. It's horrible. I love my dad, but like it's not comfortable living in an atmosphere like that. So verse 25, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Yeah. See? So you're going to learn to be angry too. It's totally facts also, because we influence each other. Whoever you marry, you're going to become like that person. So, like, that's important, you know? If you don't want to become angry, don't marry an angry person. If you want to be a mean person, don't marry a mean person, you know? Verse 26, be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. Wow. If you're diligent in your business, you're going to stand before kings and not before mean people. I love that. You won't be standing before no mean people. You're going to be standing before kings. I like it. Okay, so well, I was going to reread one of these that... Oh, this one. Be not one of them... No. This one. Oh, if you have nothing to pay... Yeah, don't make people give you... What do they call that? My brain. You know, when you take a loan from someone, oh, but they need something up front. What do you call that? My brain is not working. Well, anyways, you're not supposed to do that, I guess, because that person already doesn't have anything. You know, so if you don't pay them back, they get that thing. I can't think of the word right now. Okay, so last chapter, chapter 23. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Remove not the old landmark, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless. For their Redeemer is mighty, he shall plead their cause with thee. Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Gotta beat your child! No. You do need to correct your child, though, because, like, people don't learn without correction. You know, just having Giles, I can tell you that. Like, he does not learn if I don't correct him. Somehow. He needs a negative, something negative to happen, you know. But not saying you should beat your dog or child, but, you know, you definitely need to correct them somehow. Let's see. 14. Thou shalt beat him with a rod, and shall deliver his soul from hell. Wow. Beat your child. I think probably the word beat, maybe the word beat is a weird translation. I know what it means, though, but it probably just means strike. Like, it's not talking about beat the crap out of them, that's for sure. There's people that think that, though, that read that, and they're like, see, I could beat my child. It's like, it's not telling you to actually beat them repeatedly, you know? Like, it's talking about like a, you know, smack them or something. Like, I don't know. There's people who take that way too far. Definitely. Okay, so 15. My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reins shall rejoice when the lips speak right things. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Be not among wine-bibbers. Wine-bibbers. Imagine if we called people who drink wine that. You wine-bibber? It's like, you're not a drunk, you're a wine-bibber. It sounds more, like, polite. Refined. Among riotous eaters of flesh. Oh, dang. Riotous eaters of flesh. Yeah, that makes sense to me, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but I was thinking about this earlier, how in this country, there's people that are just so obsessed with eating meat, and they think that, like, you know, you can't be healthy without eating meat and all these different things, and, like, I don't know. I was thinking about that, so that's just interesting. And there's even, I mean, there's people that do the carnivore diet, which I think is disgusting. I mean, I don't know, it's none of my business what other people do, but like, you know, I don't think we're meant to eat all flesh, definitely. Like, we don't have the digestive system for that. Like, we have a super long digestive system, which indicates that we are made to eat plants. You know, plant eaters have super long digestive systems. And even omnivores don't. They don't have a long digestive system. Like, it's shorter. And carnivorous creatures have a super short one because they got to fire all that stuff out before it rots. We have a long one, like super long, you know? I think if you stretch it out, isn't it like it's like a football field or longer maybe? Anyways, I just think that's interesting. I mean, if people want to eat meat, that's fine, but, you know, eaters of flesh, riotous eaters of flesh. There's people who are gross about eating meat, is what I'm saying, and they are like, you know, oh, I'm gonna eat all the meat, and, you know, I don't know. That's kind of gross, but that's just my opinion. Number 21, for the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Wow. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Buy the truth and sell it not, also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. I eat meat, veggies, and fruits, a mixture. Yeah, I put more vegetables on my plate. Yeah. Which is normal. Like, I think that's how, like, you know, normal. But I've talked to people where, you know, if they find out I'm vegan and stuff, they just start getting gross about talking about eating meat, like, to spite me or something. And I'm like, okay. Like, it's a little gross, dude. Because it's like, it is a dead hunk of flesh, bro. Like, and to be honest with you, like, for me, eating that stuff, you're eating that death and pain and torture energy, you know? And I'm just, like, not about that. It's literally, like, when you're scared and you're being murdered, you have things in your body that are happening, chemicals in your body that are happening, like adrenochrome. That's what adrenochrome is, because the fear and all that stuff, well, that's in the animal's body too. Like, the meat that you're eating, like, that's why they can tell if someone died of a violent act, because it's in the blood. There's chemicals in the blood that show that it was a violent act because of how they are feeling at the moment. And actually, I heard in China they deliberately torture the animal because they like the way those chemicals taste in the meat. Isn't that disgusting? I hope that's not true, but they are horrible to animals in China, so it wouldn't really, it wouldn't surprise me, you know. You said you love tofu. I do too. I love tofu. Tofu's good. But, you know, I don't have anything against people who eat meat. I think they just don't know the reality of how gross it is. And like, I don't think God designed us to eat meat. I don't think that was ever in his intention. And when we go back to heaven, like, people really think we're going to be eating animals. Dude, that's not going to that's a violence. You're doing a violence to a living being, you know? Like, think about these things. Like, why would you even want... Like, somebody's got to kill it. Are you going to go do violence to this being? Like, come on now, dude. Like, we're not going to be doing that in heaven. I don't want to do that here. I'm not doing that in heaven. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. Like, and it's annoying because people try to talk me out of being vegan, too. Like, even now. And it's like, dude, I'm 11 years deep. As of August, it'll be 11 years. I know I'm going on a total tangent right now. But, like, you know, I have people that literally, like, try to negotiate. They're like, oh, well, I can get you some eggs from, like, and it's like, I'm not interested. Like, that's not, it's like, why is it a negotiation? I don't try to talk people out of eating meat, but somehow they think that it's acceptable to try to, like, talk me out of being vegan. I don't know. It's very annoying, dude. Well, I don't know that he did eat fish. He multiplied fish. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Of course, Jesus would eat what's offered him because he is Jesus, you know. And of course, if we bless our food and all that, like, I'm not saying, you know, if we bless our food, of course, like, you can eat it. I'm just saying I don't think we're meant to. Like, of course we can do these things. And in the Bible, in the Old Testament, you know, it does say that we could eat anything, but it also does say that if the way you eat stumbles someone else, which book is that? It's that in, I think it's Paul that says that. If the way you eat is, he literally says, if the way that you eat stumbles your brother, you shouldn't eat that way, you know? Which, I mean, I don't know how that's supposed to work exactly, but, you know, I mean, I find eating meat offensive, but I don't, you know, I actually do, if I'm being real with you. It does offend me a little bit, but not to the point. It offends me when people, like, don't consider me, I guess, because I consider other people, and I guess, like, I just want there to be an option. Like, if there is any option, it's something that makes me super happy, like French fries or something like that. But I don't know, it's just like I always get that response of like, oh, I'm gonna eat a big juicy steak, you know, or whatever, when I'm eating a baked potato or whatever. And it's like, okay, do that, like, do it, eat the steak. Like, I don't know why it has to be a thing. I don't even like talking about it, like, to people in real life, and I don't even really talk about it on here either, because people just make you feel like you're trying to change them. And I think it's because also, like, it's that cognitive dissonance. It doesn't feel good, like, even as it, like, if you eat meat, like, that doesn't feel good because you eat it. So I get it, like, you know, you don't want to hear about it being cruel and all these different things. Like, you like the way it tastes, and I've been there too. But I don't know, it's to each their own. I really don't think we're going to be doing that in heaven. Like, it doesn't say anything about Adam doing that when he was in the paradise with the animals. Do you think he was slaughtering the animals while he was naming them and stuff? Was he eating lion out there? Like, you know? And why don't we? Why don't we eat lion and dog? And, you know, people freak out when they hear that people eat dogs. But I'm like, it's the same thing, dude. Like, horse, chicken, pig, bear, cow. Like, hello, they all have emotions. They all want to live, newsflash. Like, they all have, like, these desires that we have. They're not different than we are. They just, yeah, and they eat dogs and cats in China. And guess what? That's horrible. Like, and it's also horrible, in my opinion, that we eat chickens and pigs and cows and, you know, all of that stuff. Like, it's all equally violent. It's all equally, like, bloody and grisly, and I don't know. I don't want any part of it, but, like, that's not up to me to, you know, change someone else's whole reality based on my beliefs, you know. So, it's not like I want to preach about it or something, but I think people should realize, like, that stuff, like, at least have a balance. My family's really meat obsessed, so, you know, and they flipped out when I went vegan, and, like, they're of the mind that you cannot be healthy unless you eat meat, you know, and animal products. And, like, I just don't believe that at all. And it's, I mean, living proof that it's not the case, because 11 years deep, and I'm, like, way healthier than I was previously. And I'm happy and totally fine. So, yeah, I never eat horse. I'm glad. Yeah. Frog. Yeah, people eat frogs even, dude. Yeah. Well, and even when I was in Europe, like, they have blood sausage and stuff all over the place. I will tell you, I had a vegetarian blood, it was a vegan one, a vegan blood sausage. It was good, like, and I made sure to ask them. I was like, it has no blood in it, right? Because even if I wasn't vegan, you know, we can't eat blood. That's a forbidden no in the Bible. So, yeah, I would never eat blood sausage regardless. Ugh. But the vegan one that I had was good. I had it with a tatty. They call it a tatty in Scotland. It's basically a potato cake, but they call them tatties. Pretty cute. Man, we went on a really long side note there. Sorry. I'm a little rambling. You guys already know if you yeah, frog legs. Ew, God, right? Exactly. I'm not no vampire, dude. Bleh. Nasty. Okay, so I think we're on, was I on 23? Were we, I don't even know. Oh, we are on 23, okay. What time is it? I gotta make sure almost 11. Okay, I gotta go pretty soon because, I actually have to get to my uncle's place. Oh, we're almost done. Okay, let me read this really quick and then I'll get off of here. Okay, so I'll start on verse 4. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. No, maybe we were even down here. I need to really focus. I'm terrible at this. You guys are probably like, oh yeah, we were way further down. The wine bibbers thing, that's what, okay. I think we were right here. 26 maybe. My son, give me thine heart and let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore, a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman, or man, I will say, of my own thing, is a narrow pit. Very true. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men. Wow. Who hath woe? Who hath sorrow? Who hath contentions? Who hath babbling? Who hath wounds without cause? Who hath redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. Wow. Sounds pretty accurate to me. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. They have stricken me, shalt thou say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. Wow. Okay, thank you, Lord. And then I'll do the little, I'll do the devotional. Is today the 27th? Giles passed out over there. Oh yeah, it's 27th. Cool. I thought so. I really like this devotional. Okay, so June 27th. And again, I'm doing my Jesus Calling devotional. Rest with me a while. You have journeyed up a steep, rugged path in recent days. Have I ever? The way ahead is shrouded in uncertainty. Look neither behind you nor before you. Instead, focus your attention on me, your constant companion. Trust that I will equip you fully for whatever awaits you on your journey. I designed time to be a protection for you. You couldn't bear to see all your life at once. Though I am unlimited by time, it is the present moment that I meet you. Refresh yourself in my company, breathing deep draughts of my presence. The highest level of trust is to enjoy me moment by moment. I am with you, watching over you wherever you go. Oh. And that, the references for those are Psalm 143, verse 8, and Genesis 28, verse 15. Okie dokie, artichoke. I think that's everything. Try to put some in. Gotta secure my donut load. This is actually only 3 donuts in here, but I wanted them to have their own box, you know. The box is cute. Okay. So I think I'll secure that there. I'm gonna grab my keys. Let's play it away. My tummy. Ugh, my tummy's feeling weird. Okay, so I'm gonna put some things away and then head out. So I'm gonna end it there. Look at Giles. My baby. Looking like a wine bibber. No, just kidding. Sometimes he falls asleep with his nose pushed against something, and he'll be like, it sounds so funny. I'm like, why do you have your nose smushed against the... Oh, he's stirring. Hello. Say goodbye, Giles. Okay, Giles, he is, dude. He's the sweetest. He's my little creature. My little blessing. Okay, I hope you have a good one, Jessica. Thanks for hanging out with me. Anyone who watches this back also, thanks for hanging out. Maybe I'll do a live tomorrow. I'm trying to do like daily, but it just kind of depends on what I'm doing and all that different stuff. But I will catch you on the next one. God bless you. Hope you have an awesome day. And I will see you later. Bye.